Hello there, welcome back to my YouTube channel. For the people who are first time joining, my name is Subish Menon. I am a law of attraction coach and a Ho'oponopono healer. And through this YouTube channel, I'm trying to share this amazing concept called law of attraction through which we can achieve anything in our life. So, in my previous videos, which I've been doing for some time, if you can go to the playlist in my YouTube channel, you can see Law of Attraction English. All my previous videos, you can view it so that you'll get an idea of what exactly Law of Attraction is. But for the people who have joined today, for the first time coming to my YouTube channel, just give you a small introduction about Law of Attraction, what it is exactly, and what I've been covering out throughout till this video. So, what is Law of Attraction? Law of Attraction is nothing. It states that everything in the universe is energy, and everything which is energy has a frequency, and energies with like frequencies attract each other. So what it has to do with your life? Well, you are energy, you have a frequency, your dreams have a frequency, that house you want, that partner you want, the body you want, the money you want, everything is a frequency. So if you vibrate at that frequency, then you attract that easily. Now, it doesn't mean literal attraction, but you create the opportunities. The right people, the right situations come to your life so that you achieve your dream life. That's law of attraction. And law of attraction can work for you or against you. So if you look at your life, you can find out whether it is working against you. If you are enjoying your life, it's not working against you, it is working in favor of you. But if you feel like you're stuck in your life, that means law of attraction is working against you. So it is working. So now if you know law of attraction, the advantages, you can use it in your favor and create the dream life. So in this video, previously the videos have been sharing different kinds of techniques on how to create or how to practice law of attraction and use that to create that desired life of yours. So if you want to know more about me, you can go to the description of this video where you can connect with me in different platforms. And also remember, there's a free ebook which you can download related to law of attraction. And also you can go to my blogs and my website, and there you can explore more. So coming back to today's video is actually a continuation of the previous video where I had created this video of how to create positive emotions. So in this, it's a continuation of that. So I would like to give a brief about the previous video, what I've done. Now, before that, why positive emotions are very important? Why it's important to remain positive according to law of attraction or in relation to law of attraction? Well, very simple. As I explained to you, the frequency in which we vibrate is what we attract in life. So if you want positive things in your life, which is of course your dreams, right? You don't want any negative things in your life, right? You don't dream for negative things. So if you want positive things in life, you need to remain positive. Of course, any human being has positive and negative, but the more you remain in positive, you attract more positive things. So in this video, which is about how to create positive emotions and why it is important, I already told you. So in the previous video, I explained what are the process or how do you do that step process. The first step is rather that you should take the responsibility. So you should take your right hand and put in your heart and say that I take 100% responsibility for this feeling. Whenever you have a negative emotion, also you can say that. And also, if you want to create a positive emotion like happiness or excitement or hope or belief or a pleasant feeling, this all comes when you are feeling positive. So you should take the full responsibility for emotion. That's the first thing. Second thing is, one of the easy method is body language. You can use body language to create positive emotion. It can be a simple smile, or it can be a positive emotion like a Superman pose, or it can be a laugh like ha 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 ha. Even if you feel negative, if you feel sad, just try it and you will see that you will come back to the positive emotion. So this is what I covered in the previous video. First foundation step is taking full responsibility that I have the power to create positive emotions. And the second step is to use your body language to create positive emotions. So in this video, I'm going to cover one or two steps, which again can help you. The first one is to have control over your focus. Now, if you really think, whenever something happens, okay, or whenever we are getting to a new situation, we think negatively. We think what can go wrong. Now, there is nothing wrong in that. You and me, we all do that because we as human beings are wired to do that. In our brain, there is something called reptilian brain which keeps us, it's called amygdala to be more scientific, which keeps us, uh, which allows us to think negatively and look for negative things in the sense that to sense danger. It's a way of protecting us. It's good actually in a way, but however nowadays it's not that much useful because anyways we are living a very protected environment. So no need, but it is harming us by because we think too much negative. And most importantly, our ancestors had ways to release the negativity. How? They exercised a lot. There were a lot of physical movement. But we nowadays we sit in front of a laptop or we sit mostly in indoors and we don't have the proper mechanism to release the negativity. And that's why it leads to depression and other kinds of diseases. So why we need to shift our focus from negative to positive things. For example, you should, let's say you are if you are starting from your, let's say you're working somewhere and you are starting to your office in the morning, and you focus that okay, last time you had some traffic and you reached late. So now again today morning you're thinking again, you're thinking okay, today also I'm going to get, whether I'll get traffic or not. I think I'll get traffic. I hope I don't get traffic. So you're focusing on that thing instead of saying that I'm going to reach office in time. So the first case you're focusing on the negative thing, and the second case you're thinking positively. So just a simple shift. It's a simple shift of focus. Now, when you hear it, you may know it's simple, but no. If you really observe and if you really become aware, you will find that most of the time we focus on what we don't want instead of what we want. So it's very important to focus on what we want because what we want is always positive. What we don't want is always negative. So this simple shift of just changing your focus can be of immense benefit if you want to create positive emotions inside you. So that's one of the easy steps. Another example I want to give you is, let's say someone is staying in your home. Maybe it's a family member, and he normally comes in, let's say 10 p.m. after his work, or 9 p.m. Now, one day he's not arriving, like 10 p.m., 9 p.m. has passed, 10 p.m. has passed, 11 p.m., 12 p.m., it's almost late. Now, what happens in our mind? Think about it. We think that, oh, maybe something wrong has happened to him, right? That's the first thought which comes to us, maybe some accident or something. And then you think, I hope it's not. And all this negative thoughts coming. Instead, why? Because we are wired for that. Most of us do that. There's nothing wrong in that. But what I'm saying is, if you want to create a positive emotion, we need to change this. This is where, because we are focusing on what we don't want. We don't want an accident, right? What we want him to be safe and he should reach time. So you should think like this. Okay, he may be spending some time, or he had some urgent work, he had to stay back, or he had to go to someone else's place because there was some emergency or something. You think like that. So that is a simple shift of focus. Now I hope you are becoming aware that how much negatively we are thinking, and simple shift of focus on what from what we don't want to focus on what we want can do wonders in creating positive emotions inside you. Now this is the second step. Now one thing when you think about focus is, there are people who are extremely positive. Now anything which is too much is not good, right? So if you become too positive and you don't see the negatives, then that can create you, that's also another form of danger, right? For example, let's say you're in an office and your boss is very laid back. He doesn't care what you do, and he's always saying, yes, 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 yes. Now what is happening? If you are most of the time what happens is that if your boss saying like that, you also feel relaxed, and in fact you don't get challenged and you don't learn. It's only when we challenge we learn, right or wrong, right? So we don't have any pressure, so you take it also lightly, you do whatever you want, and what is happening all the time is you are actually ruining your career because you are not growing. So instead, if you had a boss, which is actually a positive thing, when you see, oh, a good boss, a happy boss who's not putting any pressure, that kind of boss is a positive thing in a way, right? But actually it's creating negative inside you. Okay. However, if you have a boss which is putting too much pressure, and they said not too much pressure, but he is behind you. He wants you to do certain things, and he is putting pressure initially, or from an outside point of view, even for you, you may feel it is negative because you're getting too much stressed out. But if you really see, because of that pressure, you would have grown in your career. So that pressure actually was a positive thing in the long term. But if you're too positive, like if this become too laid back, it's also actually it is negative. So this is where we need to have a balanced thinking. That means it should not be too much positive or too much negative. It should be balanced. There should be some positive, there should be negative, and that's where equanimity is created, and that is where we actually grow, not only in terms of physically or worldly wise, but also spiritually. So this is not how to create. This is not anything related to how to create positive emotion. But what I'm saying is when you do this process like body language or focus shift and everything, if you become too much positive, you should have a limit on it. You should try to bring it back. So you should be balanced. So it's very important. So this is what about all about how to create positive emotions, mainly taking full responsibility. One thing is obviously body language. Second thing is shift focus. And one more thing which I want to add as a bonus is exercising. Exercising really creates positive emotion. Though initially you feel stressed, as I told you before, there is something called endorphin is getting released when you do exercise. So that will actually create more positivity inside you. Okay, so this is what I want to share with you. So if you like this video, please press the like button. If you want to share it with someone, share it. Subscribe. Don't forget to subscribe and press the bell button, because next time I'm coming with an amazing video of law of attraction, you will get an email notification that you can come live and interact and send comments, so that I get more motivated, more inspired to share with more positive energy. So please try to be live instead of seeing recording, because recording always live always have got that immense energy. So that's what I want to share with you. Till I see you in the next video, keep polishing your energy. Thank you.